Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I recognize the gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Administrator, I'm so grateful for your service. One of the highlights of my service is going around the world to see USAID programs successful. One that I just will never forget in a very rural area of Afghanistan, to see a sign with the clasped hands of the flag of Afghanistan and the United States. And it was a rusty sign indicating a location of a school that had been built. And the rusty sign indicated to me that anybody could have taken it down any time, but they didn't. They were appreciative of what was done one-on-one to help people. And then in the Middle East, I'm so grateful for your immediate aid to the people of Turkey with the recent earthquake in southeastern Turkey, with the critical facilities at Incirlik. Americans acted immediately with your leadership to provide assistance to the victims. And we so appreciate this vital NATO ally. We so appreciate the democracy of Turkey. We are all celebrating 100 years of Turkish democracy and 75 years of NATO membership. Turkey is a shining beacon of hope and success for the region. And recently, I visited in August Ankara and Istanbul, and the advances of the Turkish people with a very vibrant and very appreciated Turkish-American community is so meaningful. And so thank you for what you've done for the people of Turkey. Additionally, I am concerned in the opposite, the dictatorship of Assad in Syria. The White Helmets are one of the best and only volunteer civilian humanitarian organizations operating in the non-Assad regime areas. Every day, they respond to assaults on villages and civilian infrastructure by the Assad regime and its puppet master, the regime of the war criminal Putin. They provide life-saving medical aid to children with horrific wounds and operate in the absolute worst of conditions. Following the catastrophic earthquake, again, the earthquake that struck both Syria and Turkey, the White Helmets immediately mobilized and were able to save hundreds of lives. It's really sad that it's come to my attention. There are cuts proposed in the already modest budget from $7 million to $3 million for FY25. We've asked for a clarification. What is the commitment? What will be done?
I mean, I'm in awe of the White Helmets and have been since they first came to my attention. I think back in 2012 probably was the first time I learned of their unbelievable bravery. They then became the target of mass Putin misinformation in a way that affected my work at the UN because we had to spend a lot of time truth-telling about what the White Helmets actually did. And it's been a great source of pride for me at USAID. In fact, after the earthquake, to make one of our first grants, because of the exchange I just had with Congresswoman Jacobs, you might understand that giving a grant to a local organization is quite hard because USAID is sort of hard to work with. We have a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of compliance requests, but we were able to speed the paperwork and get resources out the door. I will look at the cut. It may just be that is part, because you're bringing that to my attention, that is part of the broader cut because our assistance is down, our humanitarian assistance is down 40% and needs are up 40%. So that just may be part of the overall cut across the board.
Well, Administrator, I'm so grateful you know who they are. You know how significant it is, and gosh, the helping the people of Syria helped the people of Turkey too, with the cross-border earthquake, and it just would be so helpful to have funding sufficient for their actions to resist war criminal Putin and the murderous dictatorship of Assad. Another issue we have with UNRWA, in light of the UNRWA employees involved, clearly by video on October 7th, I'm grateful that there's been an effort to block funding to them. What is USAID doing to increase your own capacity to provide humanitarian aid to Gaza, but not relying on the UN?
Well, there's UNRWA, and then there's the rest of the UN family. As it happens, it's the State Department that funds UNRWA, but our main partners are organizations like the World Food Program, which is also a UN agency, UNICEF, Save the Children, International Medical Corps. the distribution network, the trucks, the workers who are there in mass.
And my time is up, but I do want to
Come from-
congratulate
have
you're
come
working
from
with the
UNRWA.
World Food Program, formerly led by Nobel laureate, former governor of South Carolina, David Beasley. Thank you very much.